Hello folks, welcome back to Allotment Joy. My name's Elaine. Welcome on the plot in plural. So anyway, I don't know about you but when people go on holiday, I never seem to go on holiday because I'm always at the plot, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so when people do go on holiday, I'm sure that you occasionally help out other plot holders. So this is the plot that I'm looking after. Hold on. Yeah, so he's got some peas growing here, so I don't know why the cover's taken off, but I'm assuming it'll be to do with the wind but yeah, so I'm watering the peas. I'll get that lot covered over. His potatoes as well, and further afield he's got some broad beans, although not a great deal. He's got some weird looking flower things, some garlic which was finished, and his rhubarb yeah, so I'm watering it as if it was my plot, so I'm giving everything a good douse, and with all the temperatures the way it is, I'm sure they'll appreciate it. I'm sure that the weeds will appreciate it too, eh? That's that job done. Yeah, looking after his rhubarb, make sure it's coming up. He's got a new plant down here. It's down there. Where's my finger? There. Anyway, so looking after that, making sure everything's thriving anyway. So I've done that bit. So I'll head up to my plot and do a bit there as well. So back on the plot, 8:15. I've done my bit for one of the allotmenteers there, and now it's our plot's turn anyway. So 8:15 and it's 25 degrees. So yeah, as you see here, there's the Atlantic giant, and he's gone all the way along there. Yeah, and the one on the other side has gone into rhubarb as well, but yeah, it's nice though, the sun's not out. So I've just watered this lot. I had some radishes and some carrots in here, tomatoes, lettuce, I'm not quite sure, parsnips at the far end. I've just brought this down. It's a little tumbling tom. I'm going to bring the other ones down as well because they're getting a right old frazzling in the sun, and tomorrow's going to be even more stupid temperatures, so I'm going to bring them down and put them somewhere nice and shady and give them a bit of a break. So I have a quick stop over and have a look at the cloth of gold. Since it's come into bloom now, it's as nearly as tall as me. Near as damn it, but not quite. But very, very pretty anyway. So it's now time to take the onions in. These were going from sets. I've had my ups and downs with them, but they've now fallen over and reached the maximum that they're going to give me anyway. One thing though is I've had them covered all the season, so fingers crossed we got no allium leaf miner. Right now, so that's the cover off. In a long while. I have been here and weeded, I think twice, but I just decided that was enough and let them fend for themselves. And then, as I say, a lot of them went to seed. So I've got some red and I've got some normal ones. So I'm going to go and get my little fork and then bring them out that way. So you're probably asking yourself, Elaine, why are you lifting the onions up with a fork? And the thing is like you have a basil plate, if I can get this one up, a bit like concrete. So, no, I haven't damaged that, that's good. So the basil plate here, if you damage that, and your onions might not keep so long. So I don't know how long they're going to keep, but I want them to keep long enough, and if I can help them by lifting them up correctly, the better. But there's no onion white rot and no allium leaf miner that I can spot, so early doors. So if you're not sure whether your onions are ready to be taken out, if your onions have fallen over on their own accord, this lot was covered in net, as you saw, so the wind hasn't pushed them over. So another way you can finish the onions quicker is to actually bend the tops over as well. You know, so yeah, so they naturally fall over. You can leave them until they completely dry out and then bring them out like. But with this bit of a fickle, I'd much rather have them out. I'll lay them out to dry, and then we've got a nice autumn-winter harvest. So what I've decided to do is those onions that don't have a flower head and are ready to be picked, I'll pick them. But the ones that have got flowers on, I'm leaving A for the insects, and B, I'll keep it for the seeds as well for next year. Yeah, there's a couple here asking to be lifted, no flower head. So out you come, mate. Red onion. I've got another one here somewhere. It's got a flower head on. That hasn't got a flower head on, so... Oh, and this one hasn't either. So there's 3 I can take out. So that'll do for just now for the first harvest. There's a heck of a lot more this year than I had last year, that is for sure. Yeah, and also I've got some reds out. Some of them went to seed, as you can see. Some of them haven't. Yeah, so that's not bad at all, is it? You know, it really sticks in my core when you go to the supermarket and pay silly prices for small onions. So, and as you know, I went slightly dotty this year, thanks to Pete Trenhouse, yeah, for growing onions. So, yeah, so that's not so bad. I'll get this lot dried off, and I've also, I've still got a load more in the garden as well, so I'll hold my breath like. But the ones that I've got in the garden I planted later, so it looks a right messy at the moment. Anyway, yeah, I planted a lot later, and I think I was lucky I was spared the allium leaf miner. Well, that's not a bad little haul for today. Pile of onions, some broad beans, the Bunyard's exhibition, and this is only a small harvest. I've got the main crop in the other garden and a few strawberries, so not bad at all. So what I've learnt this year from the onions, see, what is that? That does say, get off, I don't know what you are. Anyway, so what I've learnt this year is, I know I've seen plenty of other people who have like sticks and a ring round the top and stuff like that, and well, I never really give it a second thought. So what I've noticed is that probably the weight of the leaf is pulling down on this, so naturally it needs that additional support. So that's something that I've learned this year growing onions. That'll be it for now, folks. Achieved the aim. I've watered someone else's plot, watered our plots, and then yeah, we've got a festival in the background, so if you thought you were coming for peace and quiet, you got the wrong idea. Anyway, so I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.